How you doing, everybody? Tim here from the Tactical Defender. My ESEE number 6. Really, I mean, look, I'm a huge fan of ESEE. I'm a fanboy. Call it what you will. For those of you that do not know me, or maybe new to my channel, you're not even a subscriber. Not quite sure why you're not, but you're not. The fact is, quite some years ago, I used to sell gear. I had a tactical gear website. It was called Tactical Defender, hence the channel name Tactical Defender. But I sold packs, knives, everything but guns and ammo. Everything but guns and ammo. My biggest fixed blade seller, the brand, was ESEE knives. I could not keep them in stock long enough. And I'm not lying, I literally had to have 3 different wholesalers that I was buying knives from until eventually I was able to go directly to ESEE because I was buying everything they had. ESEE was my best seller. ESEE has been my number 1. I've had a number of them, but ESEE has always been my personal fixed blade knife to take with me when I go out and do what I do. Please understand, I know there's a lot of good companies out there. I know there's a lot of great knife brands, manufacturers out there. Obviously, I don't have a lot of money. I can't test or try them all. Because of my personal experience, I know ESEE knives are great. I know they're worth the money, well worth the money, and the warranty, they back their knives, and if it's your thing, they are made here in the United States, which is always a plus, right? Rowan, who makes their blades, their knives, almost the best in the business, if not the best. They're at the top of the list. Recently, I tested a couple blades. Now, I want to say that what you're going to see me do with the ESEE is what I did with the Condor Crotalis, as well as the Becker, the BK2. They both passed this test. Not much of a test. It's a little bit of a test. Some people will say this is abuse. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Is this extreme? Yes. Is this how I would use my knives, or you should use your knives on a regular basis? Absolutely not. I'm going to do it one time. I probably will never ever have to do this test again. But I did it with the other 2 and they passed. I wanted to see if my personal favorite brand could pass the test. Now, the ESEE 6 is a longer, slightly thinner blade. It'll be interesting to see how well it does in this test, okay? Let's give it a try. Let's see what happens. I'm going to use the ESEE number 6. Again, thinner, longer. Is it weaker? We'll see. And it is straight. Let's go on this knot right here. All right. Now there is some flex. There's definitely flex in the blade. And she's straight. Nice and straight. Where's there another knot? Right there. Jesus. Whew. Ah, straight. Hopefully you can see that. Let's do this. Now, for those of you that have not watched my other videos, the outside of this log is rotten. The inside is Not only smells beautiful, but it is solid, okay? Get this in there. Woo! Straight. Let's test that tip a little bit better. Now this is a longer blade than the other two knives that I tested this way, right? So there's definitely, it's also thinner, to be honest with you. So there's going to be some bending. But what we're looking for, okay, bending is good. I want to ooh. Whoa. Oh, no, I thought the tip just broke there, but it didn't. I thought it did. We're good. Good. Now I'm in the hard stuff. There's a lot of bending going on. Right on the tip. Yeah. Every time it does that, I think the tip just broke. Look, that is great. Hopefully you can see that. Tip is good. No bending. The inside of this log is solid. The outside isn't too good. Get in there nice. Now I'm going to say that that is a great test of the tip because, again, for those of you that don't know, the outside of this log is rotten. I mean, within 1 or 2 inches, but inside is solid. It's so hard that I can't even get the knife down in there very good. So I'm really just going in the tip, just the tip, please. Right on the very tip. Wow. I can't believe the flexion that is going. Flexion, is that a word? Flexion? I can't believe the flex that I'm getting out of this ESEE 6, and it goes right back where it needs to go, which is actually, and I don't know about this stuff, but as far as the heat treat, the type of metal, if there was no flex, that's where you get the breaks, right? When the tip snaps or the blade snaps, there has to be some flexion. There has to be some flexing going on. Flexion. Is that a word? Flexion? It sounds good, right? It's flexing. No bending. It snaps right back where it needs to go, and the tip is still on. I apologize if this is a weird angle. I have my camera set up really odd this time, just trying something out, and I can't really see myself in the LCD very good. So wow, I tell you, you know, look, that is good. Let's do one more like that. Yeah, see, that's solid. It's not going in anymore at all. I mean, can you see that bending? I can't tell. You know what I'm concerned of? If it does break and I slide across it and I cut my freaking artery open. Let's see. Yeah, tourniquet is nearby. Don't worry. So let's go. Can you see that bending? I mean, that is just, I can't believe that. Get off there. Wow. And straight. I'm so impressed. I mean, you know, I'll be honest with you, I kind of knew that the ESEE would pass, but wow, I tell you, the flexion, is that a word? It just sounds right? Flexion, the flexion as much as this blade was flexing, it was bending. I could not believe it did not snap and went back every single time. The blade is as straight as it gets. And the tip, sorry, focus. My God, my camera does not want to focus. The tip is good. We are good. Yeah, we are good. I tell you, there was a couple of times when the wood finally gave and I thought, oh, that was it. There goes at the end. There it is. Just the tip. Trust the tip. Never trust the tip. Never, ever trust the tip. Anyway, fantastic blade. I'm telling you, look, and I'll say it again, I'm a big fan of ESEE, and it's not just the fact that they make a good blade at a very fair price, in my opinion. It's the whole company as a whole. I remember Mike Perrin. I don't remember the other gentleman. Look, it could have been sold by now. It could have changed hands. When I had my business, this is quite a few years ago. ESEE is evolving like everybody else. This is a new ESEE. I haven't had this a year. This is not my old 6 that I've had several years ago. So, still made by Rowan. You can see their name right there. And, yep, look, Rowan and ESEE, still a fantastic blade. I'm honored to have a couple. I have the 4, the 5, and the 6. At one time I had those. I had the Hunglas, the ESEE Hunglas. I also had the Izula. Now this is back in a time when they didn't have the colors they had. Everything was black blade like you saw here. And they only had the Izula, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, the Hunglas, and they did have a machete, which unfortunately I don't have. I wish I kept. I wish I got my hands on one of those. But anyway, now they got all different colors. They got whatever, different colors, and they added the Kandori and a few others, the Laser Strike, and still amazing blades. And whenever I'm out, I have the 4 or the 6 on me all the time, and I will continue to do so because, well, they've always worked for me. They've never not cut something I needed to cut or baton something I needed to baton. And that test just right there really, that's it. That's it. They're great blades. Thank you for watching this. Again, quickly, I just did this because I wanted to be fair. I always preach about ESEE. ESEE this, ESEE that, ESEE this, ESEE that. And I did that test to 2 other knives and they passed it with flying colors, and I wanted to make sure that the brand that I'm being a cheerleader for can also test that test. Will I have to do that again? Never, ever. Just out of cut and whittle things, that's it. Be well, stay safe, everybody. Thank you for watching this. And if you're interested in a ESEE knife or the 6, links in the box below. Okay, bye.